will not and does not represent the interest of our party in the cabinet of Governor Sheyi Makinde. And for some time, Governor Sheyi Makinde has not either removed Barrister Abiodun Abdurrahim. Perhaps to him he is doing well, he is delivering on the mandate given to him. Neither has Governor Sheyi Makinde appointed another member of the Zenith Labour Party into his government. Let's start that way. I have with me the Commissioner for Lands, Housing and Urban Development. He is a lawyer of about 30 years, Barrister Abiodun Abdurrahim. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming on Bottom Line.
Good morning, sir, and good morning, listeners at home. Good morning to good people of Oyo State and Nigeria at large. I'm happy to be here today so as to showcase what we have been doing in the ministry, which the anchorman said that is a ministry of 4 ministries. Well, we are doing our best to ensure that we have value for the usage of land in Oyo State.
Okay.
And as time goes on, I will list our modest achievements so far and what we are looking up to in due course with very good approval and support of His Excellency Engineer Sheyi Makinde, the God-sent man. We couldn't have had it better.
That is your own verdict on the program this morning. You know, we can't talk about anything without looking at your appointment. Your appointment is such a special one that when you have opportunity coming on air like this, perhaps for the first time, you just want to, explain one or two things. You are a lawyer. Senator Rashidi Ladoja nominated you, and so Governor Sheyi Makinde appointed you. But, it leaves one wondering why Zenith Labour Party, ZLP, in Oyo State still believe that nothing has been given to it as a party in Oyo State. Can you tell the people?
You got it right by saying that I got my nomination through Senator Rashid Adewan Ladoja, and then with the approval of His Excellency. There could be certain things that were considered which perhaps I will not have much knowledge about. And then the person that nominated me knew why he had to nominate me. His Excellency that accepted me in knew why he accepted me in. So it does not lie with me to say this is how it is and that is how it is. To the best of my knowledge, I was nominated to come and contribute my quota to the development of the state. And when I came in, I found a very conducive environment
To work with. But in the past, politicians, hold that position. Are you a member of the Zenith Labour Party?
Thank you very much. Let me start by saying every human being is a politician. We have active politicians, we have passive politicians. And at this stage, and that is why, if I'm in a particular political party or I'm showcasing the ideology of a political party, perhaps I wouldn't have achieved as much as we have been able to achieve. So everybody receives me with open hands, knowing fully well that I'm here to do the right thing at the right time. And that's what I've been doing.
Now, you had 3 ministries put together as one: lands, housing, and urban development. I'm going to start with the last one, which borders on
Let
urban
me
development.
let me clarify that one. too.
Okay,
I'm not holding three ministries.
okay.
Only one ministry.
I understand.
It's the statute that creates ministries, and the person position of the statute, that is the 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 edit coming, the law, I mean the law coming from the House of Assembly, which has been assented to create
Says
one ministry.
all of
It
these should be merged,
grants-
and so it's one ministry now.
Yes, yes. Thank
Let's
you.
talk about urban development.
Mm,
Times there were in Ibadan here, a governor came and gave Ibadan in Oyo State a facelift. But people are complaining, the people of the city, especially the people of Ibadan, they're complaining now that there is no longer orderliness in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. I've really not heard more complaints from developed, towns and other cities in the state. At times, some of these things that you should look at, many people want to blame the Ministry of Environment for it. On a program earlier on today, someone called in talking about how, cars nearly run some children down. In the past, commercial motorists nowhere to park. The issue of street trading is still there. And many of these issues, the people of Oyo State are worried. What's happening?
Thank you very much. I will say, with all sense of responsibility, that the situation has really improved beyond what it was before we came in. Let me explain very clearly. We are aware that at the Iwo Road interchange, our Igbo governor has made it clear that that place will wear a facelift, and we are working on it on daily basis.
One thing the people of the state
Same
don't
thing.
want to, Barrister Abdurrahim,
Yeah.
one thing the people of the state don't want to hear at this time again is we will, we shall, and all that. Now, Iwo Road, do you think by your own judgment, is that particular interchange wearing a new look? Is it better off than what you inherited?
Thank you very much. I'm not saying that we are or we will. I'm telling you the situation on ground now. Let me tell you that His Excellency has made it clear that this is how much we are injecting into that project of Iwo Road interchange, and we are working on it. I was on His Excellency authority in the night of about just 2-3 weeks ago. We were doing some work on it, and the work has started along
Now,
that.
is it the responsibility
That's
of
number
your
one.
state government
I'm-
to work on that interchange? Don't forget that a contract had been awarded by the federal government, and so part of it, that road has been adjudged the busiest on African continent.
Yeah.
We were told at a point in time that that road links countries like Tunisia in North Africa, and so the federal government has started work from the Lagos end. What is the responsibility of Oyo State government working on a federal government project?
Oh, thank you very much. You see, the road passes through our own jurisdiction, and if anything good comes from the usage of that road, it is to the betterment of people of Oyo State. And if anything goes awry as well, it is to our detriment. So, and then even when you look at the development along that axis, it falls within our jurisdiction in urban development to regulate the development in that area. So naturally, we have vested interest on the way and manner that road is being put. And that is why the His Excellency has made it clear that all the roads leading to the state and exiting the state, and all the cities in Oyo State. Like Ibadan now, we are talking about the challenge interchange. We are talking about Iwo Road. We are talking about Ojo. They must be well planned, and that's what we are working on. Go to Ojo, and you will see what we are doing there. I was surprised when you are saying we still have road. Hawkers around. No, you can see the way we fence up that place with wire guards and to ensure what we are doing on that road. And on our way.
I can tell you that people still trade on the streets by the roadside in Oyo State. This is one of the things one would have expected should have changed, but that is still the case. And I want you to
Look, I want you to understand certain things. This thing did not come on us overnight. And then with very adequate planning and good execution, you will see the thing facing off gradually. And with time, you will just say, so how it was like that before, but how did it change?
Sheyi Makinde is almost a year,
Yes.
into his government, and you
Yes.
have just 4 years,
Yes.
to spend. And so, if you are still planning at this time, when will the execution be?
We are not only planning, we are executing.
You are not only planning.
I'm sorry, I don't know your own background. But my own, when I was young, I was peddling some certain trade or whatever on my head. And so it's somehow a customary attitude which you have to change, and it must wear human face. And that's what we are doing. We are doing it in such a way that you will hardly notice any inconvenience on the part of the people.
Of the people.
Yeah,
Because you want to look good. You want the people to love your government.
Not only that. There are ways. Let me tell you one thing. It's just like you are teaching your own child certain habit. If you hold a stick, it creates an impression in the child. If you persuade the child, it holds an impression about it. So on so good. So what you find out at the end of the day is that one approach will give you better results than the other. And we know how we are going about. If people do not love us, they will not imbibe. They will not key into our policies. They will not understand the position of the government. They will be antagonistic. But since they love us, we can now work on that template and then sell our idea to them. This is what we want. Please, can you just shift a little, do this? And at the end of the day, they will not become our own, the people that will be spreading the evangelistic approach. So that is it.
When Governor Sheyi Makinde took over power,
Thank you.
many of those that showed him love, many of them are withdrawing it. And they are complaining already. Not all of them. Is the government worried about that?
You see, let me tell you this. When you go to a party and you vote, people can see that yes, you seem to have some money on you. But many people will want to associate with you for different reasons. It behoves on you now to know who among them really love you for what you want to impact you want to make into the lives of the generality of the people.
So the government knows that the party will soon be over.
Not really. What I'm saying is this. You see, I may like you because you are good looking. Someone may like you because you are intelligent. Someone may like you because you like people to really say good things about you. Some people may like you because they know that you are ready to beckon and listen to the ideas people are passing to you. So everybody has his own reason for loving you or for coming close to you. It's for you to decide. And for them also to know why they are in party, they are associating with you. And Among them, some will have change of heart and say, oh, this man is doing the right thing, and then please, maybe this was my mission before, but let me just invite to what he's doing. Some will say, no, my interest is this, and that is all I want. But to me, I must say, we move with the people. I told you that I move with so many people within the parties and outside the parties. And I'm an ordinary man. I move in the streets and so on. I'm telling you, people love the government more and more on daily basis.
Is it true that former Governor Abiola Ajimobi acquired 40 plots of land illegally?
Thank you very much. I know where you are driving at. For me, at this stage, knowing fully well that the government in which part we have taken a decision on it based on what we discovered to be that we need some explanation. And then the person you mentioned has gone to court. The matter is in court now. And when the matter is in court,
You don't
it
talk
is
about
sub
it.
judice.
But there are some fundamentals that you can still talk about. I'm aware that this same land that we're talking about, you are the lawyer, the counsel of former Governor Rashidi Ladoja over that same particular land. Now, you said that the government of the day has taken a decision.
Yeah.
What decision did you take?
Thank you very much. You see, let me clarify this clearly. We observed certain things, not in respect of the former governor alone. There are others.
There are others.
There are others.
So how come his own is gaining more prominence?
It's because he chose to go to court. And when you go to court, you lay your facts on the table. Then it gives us an ample opportunity to now make our own facts available on the table. And then there will be a robust argument on the issue for the judge to decide on. So, in fact, we are very happy that he has chosen to go to court, so that the judiciary will see, be the arbiter, and see whether we took our decision on the basis of the need of the generality of Oyo State people or not. So it's so clear. Our facts are clear. Let me tell you one thing. His Excellency, Engineer Seyi Makinde, will not, for whatever reason, act on spur of the moment, or he would take time to look into certain things. We have to justify why we are doing certain things before we agree with it.
But every time the incumbent government
Yes.
brings Abiola Ajimobi into the news.
How?
At a point in time, it was said that some cars were carted away. After that, it was said that some lands were illegally acquired. And this same man is saying he has the documents to these lands. And yet the state government is saying, come, that land stands, revoked and all of that.
Good. Let me tell you this. Let me start with this. One, about the cars carted away. It's no news that all the functionaries of the government do not have official cars
Till now.
till now. Till this moment.
Why is the government,
I'm
or why has the governor not approved cars for them? We have a governor, before he would even start at all.
I'm not aware of what you're saying, but I'm telling you that has been the issue, and nobody has come up to deny that. That's number one. Number two, let me tell you one thing. If you try to make some research into what is happening about the revocation of land and so on, it is done for overriding public interest. And you know what that means? Even if it is your house, the government, for the use of the public, like the schools, like public schools. The public schools you are seeing, the land belonged to certain families, but the government took it over for overriding public interest. That's what's happening. So, for whatever reason, the government may take a particular property for overriding public interest, and it is for the court to see whether, oh, there's overriding public interest. When you look at the historical background of the area you are talking about, I don't want to go into it. You will see whether there has been some historical connection with that land, and whether we can,
of course,
examination
by the 9th
and on free to air via night concerts anywhere in West Africa.
How exciting! Tune in as we serve you fresh and sizzling hot programs every day, all day long.
Amen. Amen. Hello, Olumide. Olumide. Hello. Okay. Kindly call back on the program. Thank you. Hello, good morning. I am fine, and you too, good morning. Oh, Williams, could you please come? Amen. 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 All right. Amen. Thank you, Mr. Shalaige. Hello, good morning. Good morning, sir. I am fine, sir. Amen, sir. Amen. Amen. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Tẹ́ bá fẹ́ kí n round up, ẹ kàn pé kọ́nà mi sẹ́.
Ẹ̀rọ máa round up so that máa lè sọ kan.
Okay.
Àṣẹ mistake yìí.
Okay.
Máa sọ fún mi.
All right, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Shalataiwo. I'm sorry I may not be able to pick calls. I need to release the commissioner. But of course, um, Barrister Abdurrahim,
Yeah.
you heard the thoughts of the people, what they
sir.
feel about this, or the people that voted for Governor Sheyi Makinde, and they must be listened to. What's your message? What's your reaction to all of this?
Thank you very much. Even those areas touched are not principally under my ministry. One, I will refer to some of them to the best of my knowledge, being a member of the executive committee. Secondly, I will relay the message to appropriate authorities. So let's start with this. About the issue of environmental problem. I'm aware that there has been a new architectural attitude to the disposal of solid waste and collateral issues, and they are now working assiduously. I could remember as well that sometimes late last year, all the functionaries of the government had to stay overnight from 8 p.m. till the following morning, packing the solid waste in Ibadan. I was assigned with my team to clear the area on the expressway between Academy, Olomi area towards Iwo Road, and we're there till morning. Even women among us were there, and since then there has been some improvement, a very marked improvement. Not only that, with regards to the need to give a facelift to the way Ibadan looks and other principal towns of Joe Bumasho, we are working assiduously to that extent. I mean not because this area does not fall within my ministry to say, to claim the adequate data on this. Then with regards to the personnel mentioned, we met a terrible situation, and people can see that if the government can come out to employ over 7,000 new teachers to secondary school alone, about 7,000, it shows that if this is where it has been done, we will not have any cause to employ so many this time around. For 8 years of the last government, not of this nature has happened, and that's why we don't really have many teachers in school, because naturally some are died, some are retired, and so on and so forth. You can see there are no replacements, and that's why we are going on this, and it will cut across all other departments as well. You see the X sector, even in my ministry, even my own ministry, we need some staff where we have similar problems, but we have to do these things step by step. Every area needs personnel right now, and you can imagine, I recall that when we came in, we were told even by the commissioner of environment that we had only about almost the remaining this staff health workers. I mean, the health workers in the ministry, they were retiring by November last year. So we had to just find a way of bringing
government and tell the federal government when a lot of structural changes is happening in Nigeria simultaneously. When you are talking about this law, the first thing remains is it the ESCO or the national ESCO, are they not informed before the loan is being taken? Let's talk about, you see, there has never been any disengaging form from the state governor because they are part of the system.
I'm going to call your attention to something. When the Bukola Saraki led 8th National Assembly rejected the loan request, Nigeria went on. Nothing suffered. It was after that some projects were awarded. Salaries were not owed. And so why should this loan be treated like an oxygen for this nation at this time?
It's an oxygen to the nation.
Why?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. What are they going to use the loan for? We have a lot of road that in their need of attention. The railway system is there. You can remember that they are a lot of railway road doesn't go through east. It's going to be done as well. You are talking about the Niger Bridge. It has not finished. And the fact still remains that you can see that we have a kind of road that was awarded by Olusegun Obasanjo that cannot even complete for about 16 years. We are talking about Ibadan to Ilorin Expressway. It has been there. Nothing moved. For a very long time, we have seen remarkable structural changes in Lagos Ibadan Expressway for the first time.
It was not this government that started that project.
It wasn't about being started. The project was started by Olusegun Obasanjo. But I am telling you sincerely, from Olusegun Obasanjo to this present administration, how many years are we talking about? We are talking about 6 years. And there's nothing peculiar that changed on that road before the advent of this government. And immediately this government came on board, they make that road to be their targeted project that they want it to be seen by all Nigeria. And we have been seeing the effect of it. When you are talking about loan is not meant to use to eat. Loan is not meant to be paying salary. When you are talking about recurrent expenditure, it is supposed to be used for a very good project for a lot of Nigerians to see. And okay, when we are talking about being passed by National Assembly, we have a state whereby a loan was taken without the approval of ESCO or the state.
Let's look at what happened on the floor of the Senate a few days ago. That was just on Thursday. Let's look at the circumstances surrounding the approval.
Made a report.
Synopsis of the report of the Committee on Local and Foreign Debt.
And the Senate is going to be made on the loan delayed to next week.
This is something to do with foreign loan, well over 22 billion US dollars. I therefore want to suggest very strongly, Mr. President, that allow us to go through this report for this week, and then next week, Tuesday, we will debate it.
But this was resisted.
This is supposed to be a Senate document. If we are going to postpone the consideration of the report, we will have to bear responsibility to keep it out of the press.
So I don't see any press changing the decision of National Assembly.
I think we should be transparent enough not to bother ourselves about the press. Let them say what they want to say.
We run the risk of subjecting this report and the summary report accompanying it to discussion in the pages of newspapers, and we can't stop it.
ODIA presents a report. The committee recommends it is important to take the loan.
The provisions of the above status, together with the revised guidelines for external and domestic borrowing issued by the DMO, pursuant to its power under the DMO Act, require that all tiers of government of the Federation shall borrow only under the following conditions. 1. Shall specify the purpose for which the borrowing is intended, which shall only be for long-term capital expenditure and human capital development.
Leader of Minority Party Eyin Nayabaribe suggests the report be scrutinized.
Is something billion from China exempt possible with the coronavirus? So we need a public guidance. So that we don't have.
Distinguished Albert Basi, thank you very much for reminding us there is coronavirus in China.
We have some issues with certain things inside here. The reason why reports of committees come to the General House is so that we can make our inputs into those things. Now, we want to make our input and we're being shut out. We're just being told either pass or not pass. And I think that that is not very, very good for the economy of this.
Minority Leader, I don't want the discussion on this loan to degenerate into partisanship.
Because you're telling us to pass even those things that we approve of. It's either we say no or we say yes. And we say that that is not the way that we do our debates here.
This calls for a closed-door meeting.
I would appeal to you to allow us go to the executive session for 10 minutes before we come out. I move that we go into closed session of about 15 minutes.
And when the Senate resumed after over an hour, approval was given.
22,798,446,773 dollars. Those in favor of this recommendation say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. We are going to follow very strictly how these funds are applied by the executive arm of government funding the project.
That was a report put together by our National Assembly correspondent, Uram Yokodi. Mr. Molaja, you heard what transpired. The Senate president kept on, shutting down opposition, anyone that will kick against it, whereas not all the senators, were in support. Oshama James sent this message. Good morning, IBR. On the 9th Senate President's action, the youth of this country will ask why their future was mortgaged regarding a qualification for a president. The bill for a highly educated person to become a president should be supported to avoid a disgrace. Now, Oshama James is saying that the youth of this country, the unborn generation, will ask, do we even have what it takes to service the debts we are currently owing? And yet, we're going for this. There is nothing bad in borrowing, but how come the lawmakers are those who are supposed to know better? How come they are even divided on whether or not they went into a closed door session? They were even scared of what the press will interpret it to be and all that. And so after the closed door session, you saw what happened. What's your take?
Thank you very much. Anu, the fact that, you see, when the Senate president was talking about the press, he wasn't the only one that always talk about probably the negativity.
Members of the APC were so scared that if they
the negativity in the part of the press. I'm not saying the press are not doing a good job. You see, if the press are the decision makers, somebody like President Trump by the opposition from their domain. Now we are not talking about the loan. This same loan, they are the one that is going to be giving approval for how it's going to be spent.
Let's get to hear from the people. Hello, good morning. Thank you so much for your time. Dr. Idowu Johnson, right? Okay, welcome, sir. Thank you so much, Dr. Idowu Johnson. Hello, good morning. Thank you so much. Adeshi, you're welcome. later lẹ́yìn program ẹjọ́ ẹ bá ń gbé síbẹ̀ ẹjọ́ tẹ bá rí mo ṣe miss call
ẹ má gbé kú sí láti
ẹ má dá padà
ẹ má gbé kú sí
má dá
kú sí
padà
ìmọ̀ láti ń bọ̀.
má dá padà tí n bá ṣe tán ẹ ǹlẹ́. All right. All right. Thank you so much, Adeshi Omola, for your time on the program. Hello, hello, good morning. Thank you so much for your time, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But for the likes of Mr. Shola Taiwo, you will remember that I brought a foremost financial expert. We looked at this issue. Don't forget, for those of you that have been following Bottom Line for some time, a former World Bank consultant. This is not the first time. And you heard Mr. Molaja. The impression is that a cross-section of Nigerians are against the party. Experts have spoken about this. Some of them will tell you what else is to be talked about. They have advised the government. 08151925925, 08121024849. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Mr. Shalaige.
Well, anyway, it has been approved anyway. But this is an attempt to mortgage the next 10 generation of education. Because the money, the debt declaration of grant is more compared to what they have obtained again. Is this how it's going to continue? We have been delivered from the colonization of the British. So it's now the North that is now colonizing the South again. Because that is just their thing. If all the resources that this nation is having is coming all the way from the South, and the Northerners are not having anything, and now they are going ahead to go and borrow. So look at the way the Senate President actually did to maneuver everything. He didn't give room to any other person to make their contribution. This is very, very sad. It is an attempt to colonize the Southerners. And they are actually dragging us into another thing. They want to administrate the Southerners. No, it is not possible. It is not possible. This is bad.
All right. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Shalaige. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning, sir. Okay, thank you, Mr. Mayokun.
Mr. Molaja, are you actually for the masses or you are for your party? Because what is happening in Nigeria today is an eye-opener. People are suffering, people are actually in agony. And the people in the...
Hello, Daddy.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so
Hello, sir.
the people now...
Okay,
people are
you're on your way,
suffering.
sir.
And you cannot, without
Okay,
any
sir.
alter of the land.
Okay, sir.
Now,
Okay, sir.
if
I'll retain,
we
sir.
are to go by everything, the journalists are for the masses. They are the masses are mouthpiece. You are coming to America, Trump and the journalists there. Yes, without the journalists, in Nigeria, the masses were gone. Without the journalists, the masses were the new way now. Because those people in power, they don't know that people are suffering. So it is only the masses.
So they're giving us
That's
some.
all.
Machine. What is actually going on? So don't castigate the masses. They are for us. And let me tell you, when you are talking about fundamental human rights, the people are supposed to know what is going on. As far as Nigeria is concerned today, but our conscience have been mugged by the people in the House chamber because of their personal business, because of what they want to eat. They don't even know that their constitution in shambles. Or to what, the majority of them cannot come there now because they know that they are going to stone them alive.
All right, sir. All right. Thank you so much for your time on the program this morning. Okay? 0815-192-5925, 0812-102-4846. Hello, good morning. Good morning, sir. Mr. Michael from Bodija. Welcome, sir. Oh, Mr. Michael, kindly call us back on the program. Hello, good morning. Yes, sir. Good morning. Mo ti pè wọ́n ọ̀nà wọn jìn so ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀. All right. All right. All right. Thank you so much, Fred Yakubu, for your time on the program. Our leaders are securing the future of their children. They don't care about the children of the poor masses. We are readily disappointed in this government. I just wish one day this country's economy will not be taken over by those countries we are borrowing from. Nkiru sent that message. Thank you so much for your time on the program. The approval for the $22 billion loan is not the issue, rather the usage of the loan. Brazil is reputed as the most indebted nation, but by now they are using sugarcane to drive. Pastor Dumbaku sent that message. Mr. Malaja, you've heard from the people.
I so much love what Dr. Abim Baku just posted right now, tested to you.
Pastor
That
Dumbaku.
shows, that shows how dynamic and how exposed is it. You see,
Malaja,
now, they are not taking anybody as an enemy. They are just trying to make way for the project that is need to be done. When you are talking about loan, when people are
same government, New Jersey in the United States, that state government said we are going to monitor this. What does that suggest to you?
Because they are basing they base their what the previous government have done, and this government doesn't kick against it. Let them come and watch it. There is no bank that is going to borrow you loan without trying to monitor what you use the loan for, which is not.
Them they tell you, is this the first time?
Nobody has pinpointed that is very bad, apart from taking the loan, and the loan is meant for something.
You think the loan?
I mean, there always be a first time for anything. When we started the impeachment case of Governor Ladoja here, many people thought it was not possible. I mean, we just thought out of the box that day. When Balayande and Laji Sharafadin Ali came to me and said, look, there was something, there was a window that we could explore, and it worked. So we cannot blame those who went for the review. They are just trying to be creative. But speaking for myself, from the word go, I was against it.
And the Supreme Court slammed 30 million fine on Chief Afe Babalola and Chief Oleana Olanipeku.
See, you don't blame our seniors. You are just trying to be creative. Like I did say, when I conceived the idea of filing the petition, or filing an action against the impeachment of Ladoja, many of our seniors and colleagues thought it was not possible because it has never happened before that an impeachment was reversed, but it has become part of our jurisprudence now. Our Ajeta law now accommodate that. Today, you now know that you cannot just gather 2-3 people together and say you are impeaching a governor without following
due process. Before we leave that,
not failing, one failing now.
Before we leave that, because time is really against us, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, has he told you, your revered leader, has he told you he will be contesting in 2023?
Yes, I mean, the truth of the matter is that you look at body language in politics, you look at the lips, you read the lips of your leader. And that's what we have been doing.
What is his lips saying as at now?
Well, you don't expect me to come here and start blabbing. I'm a leader in my own right. I should not be flippant.
Till then, right?
Yeah.
The phone lines are buzzing. People want to ask 1 or 2 questions. Let's give them the opportunity. Hello, good morning. Thank you so much. Williams, welcome. Just come closer to your phone.
Yeah,
go ahead.
So I want to say good morning, sir.
Good morning, my brother. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, sir. Sir, I want to
please use the earphone, sir.
What you said earlier on your you said something that like
Thank you so much, Williams, for your time on the program this morning. Okay, we might not be able to take more than one more call on the program. Okay, let's see who the last caller will be so that Chief Akintola can respond. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you so much.
Shalaike from Okeo.
Mr. Shalaige, welcome.
Yes, sir. Chief, good morning, sir.
Good morning, my brother. How are you, sir?
Yes, sir. What I feel as that your money that woman and the politician can only be the politician. It is a little man who handles rather with the higher hand. Who always do justice and with confrontation. So about the politics, we have to be give and take. So we, I mean, if we really wrote this continue to try, I think people like you, we have to weigh in carefully so that it will not generate out as
You see, there's the same by that poet that said gifted. You see, Anambra, between, and I said, manage this man very well.
Susu.
No, Autumn.
Autumn, okay.
I was Autumn Council. When it first I brought him to power. And I said, because I handled 19 different cases for him.